Once again. So let's continue with the part where we left last class. If you are new to my channel, then please do like, share and subscribe, and also click on the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new videos, you will be notified. So this is the question on algebra, which is linear function, and I think it's a simple one. It says some values of linear function f are shown in the table above. Which of the following defines f? So they are saying us when the value of x is 1, value of fx, that is fx value should be 5. When x is 3, fx is going to be 13. Which option? You can just check it up. When the value of x is 1, I am getting fx as 5. In all the cases, 2 times 1 plus 3 gives me 5. 3 times 1 plus 2 gives me 5. I mean, all options are giving us 5 if you check it carefully. But when you take a value of x as 3, I should get fx as 13 according to them. X equal to 3. So f of x equal to 13. So which option gives that? So when you substituting x as 3 here, what happening? 2 times 3 plus 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is just giving me 9. So this is not the answer. Here if you substitute x as 3, so 3 times 3 plus 2, which is 3 times 3 is 9, 9 plus 2 is going to be 11. This cannot be. Now when you substituting x as 3 here, so 4 times 3 plus 1, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 plus 1 which gives me 13. Is the last one gives 5 times 3 which is going to be 15. So this cannot be, then definitely C is the answer. Next question says fx equals to x plus 7 by 4 for the function f defined above. What is the value of f of 9 minus f of 1? What we supposed to do? Simply substitute x as 9 and get check it out what answer you get. So when you are replacing x with 9, what would be the answer? That is gonna be 9 plus 7 by 4. What are you gonna get? So 9 plus 7, 16 by 4, which this gives me 4. And when we substitute x as 1, it's gonna be 1 plus 7 by 4, which is gonna be 1 plus 7 is 8, 8 by 4 is gonna be 2. So when they say f of 9 minus f of 1, which is same as 4 minus 2, which will be 2. So that is answer choice B. It's simply substituting individually and subtract from the result. It's a simple word problem. It says for a training program, John rides his bike at an average rate of 5.7 minutes per mile. Which function m models the number of minutes will it take the John to ride x miles at this rate? So 5.7 minutes per mile, and now to person to ride for x number of miles, which equation should we use? So m of x, what they have written, is equals to 5.7 times x. So if he is riding for x miles, let's take for example 10 miles, the total time it's gonna be 5.7 multiplied by 10, like that. So we should say rate is gonna be 5.7 times the x. For the linear function f, the table shows the three values of x and their corresponding values of f of x. The function f is defined by f of x equals to ax plus b. Now where a and b are constants, what is the value of a minus b? It is same like a linear equation, that is y equals to mx plus b, which they have given to us as f of x is equal to ax plus b. What we say here? B will be the y-intercept and a is representing a rate at which the values are increasing, in short, which will be slope. And how do we get it? See, use the coordinate points or the values of x and f of x to find out the slope. If you are considering this is x1, y1, let me take it as x2, y2, and you find out the slope as y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So slope is in our case value of a, okay. So substitute it, y2 value is gonna be 0 minus y1 value is going to be negative 64 divided by x2 is going to be 2 minus 1. So x1 is 1. So that is 64 divided by 1, 64. A value here it is going to be 64. Now what would be the value of b? B represents the y-intercept. Y-intercept is the point where the value of x to be 0. So how do we use it? You can find out by using the any coordinate. You can solve for y-intercept. Now your function becomes fx equals to 64x plus b. Now let me use the simple given values of x and fx, which will be, this one will be easy. So when fx is gonna be 0, this is gonna be 64 times 2 plus b. So from this one I'll be getting value of b, it's gonna be 64 times 2, what you gonna get? 128, and when you take that b to 128 to the other side, it becomes negative 128. This will be the value of b. But question asking you what is the value of a minus b. As we got a equals to 64 and b equals to negative 124, that is 64 minus of minus 128. What answer we gonna get it as? Which is equal to 192. Makes sense with option D. So as long they give us the hint linear function or linear equation, try to relate with the equation of a line, find out the slope, intercept, and use those to solve it further. Oil and gas production in a certain area dropped from 4 million barrels in 2000 to 1.9 million barrels in 2013. Assuming that the oil and gas production decreased at a constant rate, which of the following linear function f best modules the production in millions of barrel t years after 2000? So that's what the question is. As they clearly giving us the the production is decreasing, so the data should decrease, so the slope should be negative. As they clearly said, it is a linear function, and when we say that the values is decreasing, the slope should be negative. With that one in mind, we get rid of option A and option B because they are representing the positive slope. Any number in front of the variable, we say it as a slope, which are positive, so ignore it. Answer may be either C or D. Then how do we clarify it? As they say, in 2000, 4 million. So if I am considering in 2000, 4 millions of barrel, and in 2013, 1.9 millions of barrels. So if I am considering this is the value of x, this is the value of y, find out the slope. As they clearly said, linear function. So how do we solve this? Taking this one as x1 and this as x2, taking this one as y1 and y2, use the slope relation as m equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Substitute their values. Y2 is 1.9 minus y1 is gonna be 4 divided by x2 is gonna be 2013 minus 2000. So if you put it in the calculator, you'll be getting the slope. Just use the Desmos, you'll be getting that value, that is 1.9 minus 4 divided by 2013 minus 2000. We are getting something like minus 0.161. Convert into fraction just by clicking on this. Okay, you can also convert them into fraction, that is minus 21 by 130. So I'm getting a rate at which the value is decreasing. It's gonna be minus 21 by 130. This should be the slope. So which option has minus 21 by 130 as a slope? This. So make sense with option C. Now what is this 4 is representing? 4 is initial value of oil and gas in the year 2000. So that is the initial value. So generally we write in equation y equals to mx plus b. M represents the slope, b is the initial value or value at the beginning. So that is minus 21 by 130. At that, instead of x, they are using t years, 130t plus in 2000 there was 4 millions barrel of gas and oil. So make sense with option C.